If you have not heard about the psychology program at any time, let me see your hand, please. Okay, maybe just about 40% of the whole has not heard about the psychology program. The psychology program, otherwise known as the STP, is a program of the Prison Fellowship International, and it's a program that we have had for a few years. Perhaps one of the newest additions of the different programs that the PFI gives to us to run. But it's a very, very powerful program. Just like the ED said yesterday, our approach to prison ministry has changed. Before that, what we would do is to just go and speak to their spirit man alone. But right now, we have changed that to ensure that because we understand that man is a spirit, he has a soul and he lives in a body, we need to be able to look at the tripartite being of the human being and try to address the issues or his issue or their issues from those three perspectives. Yeah. Okay, while I wait for that to happen so that I don't take too much time here, currently we run the STP in 12 prisons across 10 states. In Lagos, we run the STP at the maximum security prison, the female prison, and also the Badagry prison. And we also run the STP in Abuja. We run it in Edo, we run it in Borno, in Maiduguri prison. We run it in Owerri, in Abia, in Plateau, in Bauchi, in Kwara, and in Delta states. That actually is where we run the STP. Now, the main purpose of the Second project is to help victims experience resolution and prisoners commit to change, and both of them find increasing hope for the future. Now, that's because we understand one basic fact is that when crime is committed in the community. So and whatever crime is committed in a particular environment affects the entire community. So that's why the trust of the STP is to take into consideration the community. The program takes its name from the book of Luke chapter 9 verses 1 to 10, the story of Zacchaeus. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the story of Zacchaeus and his encounter with Jesus. So that actually is the major underpinning of the Sycamore project. And as originally designed, the STP brought about victims into prison for a series of an 8 weekly conversation. That means if you have 10 prisoners who have been enrolled to the STP, you would also look for 10 victims, so that there will be some sort of dialogue and discussion between them. That was how it was conceived originally. But with time, that changed because it was a bit difficult to be able to get 10 victims to be able to interface or relate with 10 prisoners. But we have changed that considerably over time. So, but through the STP program, we find out that offenders are able to confront many times for the first time victims. Again, I mentioned that what we do is to take victims to the prison. They are not necessarily, even in the original state, it was not necessarily a time-for-time matching when it comes to the interface between the prisoner and the offender. But the thing is that for many of the prisoners, for the first time, they begin to confront the input of their crime upon the victims that they see. And studies of the STP have shown that the program benefits both victims and offenders, as it increases prisoners' empathy for the victims and changes their attitude away from reoffending. It also increases the victims' well-being and decreases anxiety and depression. The thing is, the STP focuses also on the victim, like I mentioned earlier. And many times, the traditional justice system does not bother about the victim. It bothers only about the prisoner. When the prisoner has committed a crime, you take the prisoner and lock him up, and that's all. But the STP tries to look at the perspective of the victim, or brings in the perspective of the victim. Because the victim also is suffering. The victim also is affected by what has happened. So the STP has, like I said, been known to be therapeutic to victims, because some victims come in and by the time they share their story, they are able to, for the first time, begin to experience healing. And we've had an officer of the prison service actually testify to the fact that she got her healing by confronting a prisoner. And I don't want to mention her name, but she was in her first graduation ceremony of the STP. She actually said that herself and her daughter were assaulted by this robber, who broke into her house. And incidentally, when he was arrested, he was in the same prison where she was serving. And so every time when she saw this child, she kept thinking of how she would hurt him, because the wound was fresh in her head, and seeing somebody who had assaulted you and assaulted your daughter almost on a daily basis, it was like it was too much for her to take. But by the time she went through the STP, she said for the first time, she found peace in her heart, and instead of looking for means to hurt him, she began to look for means to help him. So that's how impactful the STP can be. In addition, victims have opportunity to understand the humanity of prisoners, because like we also said yesterday, prisoners are also human beings. Now, like I told you before, I said the STP is a program of restorative justice, and restorative justice is actually a response to crime that emphasizes the healing of wounds of the victims, the offenders, and the community caused by criminal behavior. It seeks to influence participants' orientation about crime and its aftermath that is different from the conventional criminal justice system, like I've explained to you earlier. It focuses attention on the healing of victims that need to take place in the aftermath of a crime. It emphasizes the obligation of offenders to repair the damage they have caused by making amends to the people that they have hurt. It also seeks to involve all parties. When I mean all parties here, I am talking about the fact that the offender, the victim, and the community. We cannot overemphasize the fact that these three parties are important in any criminal activity. As a restorative justice program, STP New Leaf, which is now known as the Sycamore Tree Project, or which is now will be known as Sycamore Tree Project Justice and Peace, provides unrelated victims and offenders the opportunity to tell their stories and explore the impact of crime. Offenders are invited to explore ways of making amends for the harm which they have caused in their criminal behavior. Now, the STP is normally led by trained facilitators, and discussions are conducted in a circle format. The beauty of it is that the circle format will bring 10, 15 inmates, and everybody will sit down in the circle. And the facilitator and co-facilitators will sit inside that circle. It has the reason for that. Now, like I said, more often than not, people don't see criminals as human beings, or they see them as subhuman. But what the STP tries to do is to ensure that there is that equality, it gives that air of relaxation. Just calm down. No matter what you have done, we want to be able to relate with you and talk with you. And so the second it carries on the dialogue process, which intentionally creates a place to discuss difficult issues. Now, we know that difficult issues can be issues such as crime and difficult issues, like issues that most people don't want to talk about. So, to be able to get them to open up, you need to make them relax. So that's one of the key parts of the program. The primary responsibility of the course facilitator is to create the right conditions for restorative justice conversations to take place. So that tells you that as a prison minister, that job is actually a very important job that you need to do. Now, the program sessions are 8 in number, from 1 on to 8. I'm told I have 5 minutes left, so I'll see what I can do in that 5 minutes. So, there are 8 sessions. The first session is restorative justice. The second is crime. The third is responsibility. The fourth is telling my story. Then you have forgiveness, making amends, building peace, and then the graduation and celebration. What I wanted to do was to take each of those sessions and give you testimonies from each of those sessions, but I can't because I have just 5 minutes. So what is important actually is the fact that the major aim, of all our interface with the prison, with prisoners, is to actually get them to change. And the STP likes to do that. And so I like to look at what I call the change process. And this is it's actually born from a research. Next slide, please. A team of 2 NGOs carried out a research on the STP in the UK. And then they came out with what they call the theory of change. I'm not going to bother you again, like I said, I don't have so much time. But, I mean, it's something that we can look at. But it shows you on top that you have attitude, and then you have all the sessions that we have feeding into this grid, and then to be able to, at the end of the day, get to the end point where there is reduced offending. And I hope we can take time to look at that because you will get the slides. I'll probably look at it privately. Now, the change process here, again, I can't really go through this. You will find out that the STP is broken down into these three that you have. There is the activity, the engagement, which is a process of change that users go through, and then finally the outcomes, which are most relevant to each of the each of the stages. Now, when we go to the first class, one of the things we do is to set the rules. So please go back to the other slide. Is to set the rules and the expectations of the program. That's what the STP will do. And then you teach them social skills, you know. And then the volunteers also demonstrate that our lives can show you that you can also be someone who will change. And the engagement process is to build trust with the volunteers and work effectively as a group. And then the outcomes is to learn life skills and all that and all that. Now you will discover that through this slide, there are about 9 or so of the activities, of the engagement, and the outcomes. And the outcomes at the end of the day are very fantastic outcomes. Because at the end of the day, let's go to the last slide. I just want to explain something there so that I can leave. My time is up. No, before this. Now the last activity is to create that sense of achievement and progress. I cannot overemphasize this. To create that sense of achievement and progress. Many of them will tell you, this is the first time I'm getting a certificate. Because at the end of 8 weeks, they get a certificate to say you have gone through an 8-week STP program. The other thing they are told is that you have now become an ambassador of peace within the prison environment. And as a matter of fact, because I don't have time, there's some explanations I would have loved to do. They are giving tasks within this program. One of the time, I think at the 6th or 7th week, they are told to carry out 5 acts of kindness within the week, and that they will report back the following week whether they were able to carry those acts of kindness amongst their fellow inmates inside the prison. So by the time they get through here and they graduate, they have that sense of achievement. I have been able to get something, and I can tell you that many of them change. And please permit me, I know my time is up, but I just want to highlight 1 or 2 testimonies of this program. And the reason I'm doing this is this. I know I'm talking to a number of us here who are prison ministers. We want you to get involved. Whatever state you are in, we want you to get involved in the STP to be able to carry out these sessions in your own prison. And for those of us who probably are not involved in any of our programs, please get involved, because this actually has achieved a lot. And I tell you, like I said, one of the testimonies, and I leave. There was a particular lady. She comes from a particularly fairly well-to-do family. She's the only child of her parents, and her problem was that she was always mixing with the wrong crowd. And her parents would tell her, "Don't do this, don't do this," but she just would not care. And in the course, she actually had a baby out of wedlock. And particularly on the night that the incident that brought her to prison happened, she actually was going to go out, and she got to the door, and her mother said, "Please don't go out today." And she's like, "No, I have to go out." And she left with a couple of friends. They went to a party, and from there, something happened. Whatever happened, somebody died in the process. So she was picked up, and she was locked up in prison. And while she was locked up in prison, the parents in anger said, "You were not listening to us." So the parents didn't even come to see her. So for about 6-7 years, she had no communication with her parents. Her parents had no communication with her. And so she bottled up and said, "Look, my parents hate me. They don't like me. So to hell with them. So I'm not also going to bother." So she had that anger inside of her towards her parents. But when she went through the STP program, for the first time, she accepted responsibility that everything that happened was her fault. 1. 2, she did not listen to her parents. If she had listened to her parents, what had happened would not have happened. 3, she found it for the first time to forgive her parents. And then she made a passionate request to us to say, please, I want my parents to come to the graduation ceremony. So at the graduation ceremony, she actually read a letter of apology to her parents. Her father was there. Before she was halfway through the letter, she was crying, her father was crying, participants were crying. So that tells you the impact of this program. And for the first time in about 7 years, she was able to reconcile with her parents. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday I had a very unique experience. I've never had my photograph taken so often in my life. Every group wanted to have a photograph with this white man from New Zealand. My wife would be horrified that I had so many people, pretty ladies with me, having photographs taken. But I was thinking about it in the night. When we come, we're having from the different districts, the different churches. I don't know what your church is, but we're all followers of Jesus together. And when I travel around the world, and I'll be in Korea in a few weeks, I'll be in Washington tomorrow, the people working in prisons are taking the good news of Jesus. They can become followers of Jesus. Whatever church they go to, that's their choice. But we're introducing men and women who can follow the values of Jesus. And it was very encouraging to me to see, sitting with people from different churches. I don't know which church they come from. In my country, I judge people quickly if I'm not careful for what church they come. But all of you are brothers and sisters, and I want to encourage you as you listen together. We're introducing men and women to the values of Jesus and a new life. So God bless you all, and I don't want lots of photographs today. I'm too old for photographs.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All protocols duly observed. Hope we all had a pleasant night. How many of us have been to prisons? Here. So virtually everybody. When you see an ex-convict or an ex-prisoner, what should be your first reaction to he or she? Scorn. Who's this? But that's not the solution. Beyond crime and punishment, promoting an environment for integration, productivity, and economic growth. After punishing them for their crime, they committed and they served their punishment. What is there left for the ex-convicts? What is their future? I always tell my SMEs, I'm the doctor, you're the patient. If you come to me and you tell me the kind of business you want to do, I will evaluate and know if you can be able to do that business. And if not, I will find a suitable business I feel you'll be able to do. The first one, hope. So when there's life, there's hope. There has to be hope for life and success to be able to achieve. Once you have hope that you can succeed, once you have hope that something can be made, you are halfway done. I always say one thing, for every problem there's a solution. That's the first thing. You have it at the back of your mind, there's a solution. Now, how do I go about that solution? Mind you, you already know there's a solution, so you have hope. Build on that hope to be able to get that solution. If one is not determined, one cannot succeed. If one is not determined, one cannot succeed. You can give millions to an individual. Oh, this is the business you want to do. If the individual is not determined, it's just like dropping water through an empty basket. And you'll be wondering, where did the millions go? Determination is already part of your success. Okay, I want to prove a lot of people wrong, and I want to prove my own self wrong. Mistakes happen. It's not everybody that goes to prison that deserves to be in prison. So we should not look at it that They're different people. So far, blood is running through their veins. They're human beings just like us. Anybody can make a mistake. But the thing is that, how do you avoid the mistakes? Get away from anger. Get away from pride. Anger and pride, those two words, they have destroyed many people. But the man upstairs there says you should just do one thing, and it's not going to cost you anything. And what is that thing? Pray. Pray, pray, pray. And your solution will be there. If you have your determination, there's no way you will not succeed. There will be no stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve. When I was teaching in the prison, this last set, there was one gentleman I met there. By the way, my first degree is mathematics, but I'm into so many things. And the young chap was a mathematician. I felt so excited. When I was lecturing, I just saw the zeal in him, the enthusiasm in him. And I asked him, I don't want to know why you came here, but I know you know the mistake you made. And I know you, seeing you, by the time you get out, you already know your path. And truly, he's the first person that will be in the class, and he'll be the last person. He will even escort me when I'm going out. You could see the zeal in him. And I asked him, what do you want to do when you come out? Don't tell me you still want to be a mathematics teacher. I'm not stopping you, but what do you want to do? And he told me. From what he said, I knew he has seen the light and is ready to become something. But truly speaking, I told them one thing. I said, let me tell you, I used that example in the class. I said, if you are selling you are doing a business now, you are progressing, things are moving. Somebody comes to your shop, I want to buy XXX. And he tells you, you tell him this is the amount, and he tells you that, this is too much now. Anyway, I heard that you are at X, and insults you. What would be your first reaction? Thank you. Anger. That would be the first reaction. But you know what? Just give the person a smile. But this is me today. Not me of yesterday. But if you use anger to match anger, you won't get any solution. Your reaction, your action will make the individual look foolish. That was me yesterday. This is me today. And give the person a smile. But don't allow your anger to overtake you like before. Anger has ruined a lot of people. First, people are saying, I will abuse the person, I will do this, I will do that. No, you will not. You will just smile at the person and say, that was me. Then, this is me now. I used to buy my products, man. That person will be put to shame. We all know that MSMEs are the bedrock of any nation's economy. Yeah? So if you are doing the business and you don't have the determination, you don't have the will, you don't have the zeal to succeed, what have you done? A lot of people think their business is their own. They own it. It's my business. I can take anything, any amount I want out of it. You're destroying yourself. It's your business. Yes. But you don't run business like that. The funds are not yours. The funds are for the business. If you take the funds like that, the business will go down. When the business goes down, who goes down? Nobody shall go down here. Yeah. So, once they come out with what they have got with this Onesimus project, the success rate, I'm so happy, has been so high. See, this has been on for like up to 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, and counting. Yeah. 9 years. 9. And I've been there from the beginning. I mean, it's awesome. It is very, very awesome. When you have your business skills, the sky is your limit. And let me tell you one thing. We welcome them at Smeda. Me and my colleague, Mr. Yinka Fisher, we welcome them. We know them. And we let them know where our office is. Once you are, I met one in Ikorodu. I was at garage, just walking. Mr. Jide, I said, do you remember me? And then, are you not a football player? You came late to my class twice. What was the excuse you told me that you are having a football? So I now ask you, which is your priority? This or football? And you told me you are sorry that this. And thank God, you are free now. And he now told me what? He was into selling electrical parts. He now took me to his auntie. And I was so happy. And I asked her, what do you think about your brother now? And she smiled and said, my brother is a changed person. My brother is a changed person. And I now asked him, are you truly a changed person? He said, Oga, they don't need to tell me twice. I am truly a changed person. Fantastic things are being done. By the time they come out, they come to Smeda. In Smeda, we don't give funding, or we link to finance. We do what? We link to finance. Once you're a genuine SME, and we know them, we train them, why won't we help them? There's nothing like saying you're an ex-prisoner, you are this or that. As far as I'm concerned, as far as we are concerned, we are all human beings. I spoke with my former DG yesterday, and I sent him some pictures. And Alhaji Masari, fantastic man. Like they said, he's a Muslim. He never misses coming to Lagos for matriculation or graduation. And he's always on time. When I told him, I sent the pictures, I snapped him on the screen there, what they said, I didn't know when he started weeping over the phone. He said, "Hey, he's here." I said, "Yes, sir." He was so happy. That is to show you how we take things in Smeda. We regard them all as one family. There's no stigmatization. There is nothing like that. Because they need basic essential to be able to run their business. We always say, think big, start small, but start now. You know why? Once you start now, you know you've already started. It's just like starting your car engine. Once you kick it, what will happen? It must move until you get and it's moving. If you don't kick it, what will happen? Oh, I'll go later. But once you kick it, you must move. Don't look at it. What if I start now? No matter how small, progress will be there. There are so many financial opportunities now. Right now. But what you have to have, your business idea. All of them, they are equipped. From the training they got, they are equipped to do any business that they choose to do. Because there's one thing, not just teaching them or anything. You know them. Some of them will come, they want to do catering. They want to do this. Catering in what? One specific field, they know what they want. And that made us so happy. That yes, we already know they know what they want. And when they come out, there's no amount of stigmatization or any insult that will make them not to fulfill their dreams. Everybody has to encourage. And I've told them, nobody is better than you. For the fact that you are in prison, so you are in prison. Anybody can be in prison. Close your eyes. Nobody close your eyes. Open. What do you see? Darkness. That's how things can change in a flash. Last week, I was driving my car. I was late. I was very late for an appointment. Well, when I mean late, it's supposed to start by 10. It was already 9:25. It was happening at GRA. And you know where I was? I was at Orchestra. So I timed up being late because I always like being on time. Somebody hit me from the side. It was a woman. You're a madman. Big for nothing man. She hit me. I didn't know the last man saw it. And then the woman said, Madam, you are a mad. They all bounced on her and they were insulting her and everything. This and that. I didn't look at it that I was running late or anything. Women in the house. you know, I noticed something. She hit me. She insulted me. There was an issue. And I said, please, they should just leave me and her. She hit my side light was cracked already. And you know they don't sell one, no problem. I now went to one side. I was looking, I said, Madam, how many times did I call you? What issue? I already knew she had an issue from home. And she broke into tears. It was an issue with her husband, with the housemaid. She caught them red-handed. So, unfortunately, Mr. Jide bought her with the housemaid. She caught them red-handed. So, unfortunately, Mr. Jide bore the brunt of everything. But if I did not have patience, if I had said to, look at this stupid woman, what do you mean, this and that and everything, it would have made the situation worse. And I gave her the advice, she now looked at me. She said, I wish all men would be like that. I said, I'm not a saint, but I try to make less mistakes in my life. But immediately I knew, from my teaching experience and everything, that you had an issue. It's not that I was not angry. You insulted me. You called me a big fool, so many things. Far from many insults. But I just smiled. And the policeman there, everything like that. And I said, no, let her go. This man, I won't go. You know, you are inside comment, this guy now, now woman, about this and that. But I know. And I just told her she should go somewhere, take things easy. When she's calm, for her children's sake, go home, pretend nothing happened. He will come to you, and God will help you. But don't, and please, I'm not saying you cannot, don't use the annoyance that you have today and pounce it on him. You may not like the reaction. Just do as if nothing has happened. It's not easy to have patience, and that's just how it is in business. You will sell today, you won't sell tomorrow. You should never get discouraged. Because once you start, once you have that determination, success will be yours. Nobody will ever take that from you, and nobody will ever take it from them. Whether your husband, your wife, your sister, your aunt, anybody, your family is doing one business or the other, it's all of us are affected. You must buy, I must buy, he or she must buy, or something. People are being fed. You will never know. You will never know. You will never know how tomorrow will be. Because it will be a positive life for them, for you, for all of us. Thank you very
much. As media man, we want to appreciate you. We love you. But what I want to say, we are here on behalf of the inmates and the prison. And of course, I know, and as you are giving us the speech of the lecture, something came across my mind. You are only talking about the inmates. Is there a possibility the same gesture that is extended to the inmates? You see our brethren here, can they come to Sweden and say, well, we had impacted in the lives of the inmates, but here we are. Is there anything good that we can get? That's my question.
You said something. You said I was focusing on the inmates. I was focusing on everybody. I was focusing on anybody. But to address your question, you are more than welcome to come to Sweden anytime, any day. But not 6 o'clock. From 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. 24 Fataya, Terraway. Lagos State small scale. Why not? This thing, what I really wanted to talk about was really on the inmates. But this is for everybody, and everybody is welcome. And remember I said something. I said in any way, your brother, your sister, your aunt, or anybody doing any business, all of us will be affected in one way or another. Right now, sir, I don't know what you are doing. I don't know what your wife is doing. I don't know what you think you are doing. You may have an idea or so, anything like that. We're around. You're doing your business. You are thinking of expanding. How you will expand it. We're around. This is for everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Meaning of Smeda.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDA. SMEDA was set up to assist MSMEs to run their business effectively and to know government policies which could affect the successful running of their various businesses. Many SMEs have a problem with NAFTA registration and other things. Oh yes, a lot of problems like that. We will assist you once, and I repeat once, we know you're a genuine SME. And how do we know you're a genuine SME? You come to us. Like I said one thing, I said, I'm your doctor, you're the patient. You tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you, I don't think you can do it. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? From the way we interact, I will know if you can do it or not. Yeah. 080 345 22 965. I repeat, 080 345 22 965. Mr. Jimmy Majiani, Sweden.
You've been teaching in prison, and then you look at the number of the ratio of the students to the population in the prison is insignificant as to at time you have about 3,700 medium prison, ditto Ikoyi prison. You know, but those that are in class, sometimes less than 50. The proportion is well, you know the impact of this initiative to the inmates. So also other initiatives like STP that has been talked about and all of that. How is it possible to push these initiatives beyond just a few individuals? Yes, because at the end of the day, the interest of government is for their change and then well-being. So if there's any way we can go beyond this number of persons and making it an integral part of the prison system, it's going to help a lot. Now, we had someone in our church who was in South Africa, I've not been there, but he said that in South Africa, that what we are trying to push here, which is the restorative justice, it is mandatory for every inmate there. It is mandatory that they go through it before they come out of prison. So how can we go beyond just few individuals out of the total population of thousands that are in prison to go through this changing programs? Thank you.
You said something. You said this is for me and the controller, agents of government. But I'm not talking to you in my capacity or what I know. Yes, They are normally in a class 25 female and 25 male, total 50 participants. It could be more, but the good thing is that we are working on something all prisons. But there's one thing: when you take a horse to the stream, can you force it to drink? I'm asking you, sir. You cannot. Likewise, too. I hope you are aware that there's an interview that the inmates go through. We just don't say, you, Maggie, you are coming for this. John, where? What if John doesn't have interest? What if John feels? So, it is first somebody who shows interest. First, somebody who is determined. Because they all go through the interview phase. But it's really noted that the number can be increased in something. It can and everything. But I don't think it's even increasing the number. It's touching around the prisons around the country, which we are working on seriously. That I can tell you. Because we have offices virtually around all the states. So you can imagine if this is going on in virtually all the prisons in Nigeria. Do the math yourself. But bear in mind, you can take your horse to the stream, but you definitely cannot force it to drink. I'm just telling you that what we go through at times too.
During one of our counseling sessions at Ikoyi prison, I came in contact with one of the inmates. And when he left prison, somehow, because we were interacting with the wife, he got to have my telephone number. Usually we don't give them telephone numbers. But because we speak to their family when they are incarcerated, he got to get my phone number. So when he left, he now called me up and said to me that somewhere in Ogun State, somebody has provided for him a couple of acres of land and he wanted to go into farming. And what did he want? He said he wanted me to support him by way of finance. I was able to do the little bit I could, but I wished I knew an agency or a group that is responsible for helping these inmates to start up. He probably had gone through one of your programs where he was taught to think big, start small, and start now, and he wanted to avail himself of that opportunity. But somehow he seemed to be hampered by finance. And there's so much an individual can do to help. Is there a setup somewhere you could refer such inmates to where they can access near interest-free loans to help them start up?
If somebody is sick and the person doesn't go to the hospital, what happens? Is the person sick? If you say yes and you don't go to the hospital, you don't go for treatment, then you're not sick. Alright. So if you need help in any way, business-wise, and you don't come to Smedan office, how will we know you? We can't know you. Where is it in Ogun State? Ogun State, sir, is that what you said?
Yes, yes.
And we have office in Ogun State. And if it's people that he can even come here. But the thing is that we have to know the person. We have to know the genuine business. And I put it in good genuine business. Somebody can just come to me. Somebody has come to my office before. I need 20 million naira loan. Got 3 pages for me and said it was a business plan. And he needs the money within 1 week. And what was the business the individual wanted to do? Second-hand tires. They got, oh yes. So the way the person came, I calmed the person down and said, the 3 pages you gave me, in no bank will even listen to you. And apart from that, you got your information wrong. We don't give money, we link, and I repeat, link to finance. When I mean link, by the time we know you and everything, we will link you to finance. We can even give you letter of recommendation. But only if we know you are genuine. Now tell me, that man comes with 3 pages, he said he's into this, and he wants me to give him a letter of recommendation to the bank, I don't know him. Is it possible? It's not. And the man started shouting and everything like that, and I allowed him to rant. And when he finished, I said, could you kindly leave my office? So if the individual does not come, we cannot know where he was. But actually there are. Once the person, there are so many, like there was a problem on for our farmers, which some people benefited from. Agric and everything. So many programs go on, but you cannot know if you don't come.
Yeah, I think you have. My take out is that if I face that kind of a situation, next time, I link them up with Sweden and say, go talk to Sweden.
Well, yes, once they are genuine. Not that you link them up, link genuine people to us. That means you to do your own due diligence. Because I will not just welcome them and the way I will interact and everything, I will find out some things myself. There are things we do, protocol that we do, to know that the person is genuine. Oh yes, we're a federal government agency and we have a need to protect. So I will not just, you to do your due diligence, you can send them, but send genuine people to us, please sir. Thank you.
I'm looking at the getting away from anger and pride that the inmates who are counseled or undergoing counseling will need to imbibe. Given that we have that culture after you have counseled them. Meanwhile, those of us that are outside, we are not exposed. I'm not saying those of us in this place, because most of us in this place are also sympathetic with the condition of the inmates, especially when they have undergone some of these processes. But the wider society who perhaps are fairly naive about what must have been impacted upon the inmates before they leave, is your organization really doing anything to educate the wider society so that just as the people that are coming from there will want to give them a positive response whenever they are feeling anger, then those of us who are from outside, who have not been there in the sense that we have not been caught by the law, because some preacher even said that we are all prisoners. Where those who are unfortunately have not been caught. I mean, those who have been caught, they are the people that have the opportunity of undergoing this program. Now, what are you now doing to the people who are outside that they are now coming to relate with? Thank you, sir.
So my question in summary, sir, is that is there no way the participants in this program, especially those in prison, can be increased more than that 50 at the moment that is made about?
You said something which is not correct. I think you will have to apologize for saying it's a deliberate act. That is a very serious accusation. Saying it's a deliberate act where you don't have fact to back it up. Things are not done that way. And I think I answered my friend there that there are plans ongoing. I don't have to disclose everything that is happening and everything, but if you really show so much interest and commitment for you being here, I think you should discuss with the committee or the prison fellowship. There are things of government that I cannot disclose to you of what we are doing. But what I just said was that it's in order and there are plans to expand. I believe I said that. Yes, there are plans to expand, but I don't need to give you more information on that. But for you to say it's a deliberate act, No, it's not done that way, please. And sir, if I get your question, sir, you are saying that is there any way that any of the inmates who go out into the larger society, are you hearing me, sir? Is there any way that we can cushion the stigmatization they may get?
Yes, sir.
Something like that?
Whether there is any way you can also escalate what you are doing to the prison inmate so that those in the wider society can also respond positively to what you are talking about.
Just like I'm saying, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know, everybody that goes through this training, there's a list. We have their list.
Yes, sir.
We have their what, their list and everything, and their names. And there is no way that we cannot even give them a recommendation letter. And mind you, after the training, they get a certificate, and Smedan's name is there with Covenant University, sir, and using fellowship. That will take you anywhere, and that will make us to give you recommendation for anywhere, for anything. Are you aware of that, sir? Have you seen the certificate they get?
But I don't know whether that certificate will be able to speak.
No. If you cannot speak to you, let's say cannot speak, if it's me.
On behalf of the wider
If
society.
cannot be of the wider society, if it's me, I will frame it and keep it. And if they need any recommendation, or Mr. Fisher will do it. I think that speaks volumes. And if anybody has doubts on the authenticity of the certificate, they know where to refer to. But the thing is that if they come, you need the wider society, no, there are tactical ways that you do things. Like even there will be plans to form them into a cooperative group. There's so many, I don't want to disclose so many things, but know that we have their best interest at heart.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely.
The questions for me are indicative of the interest and the excitement at what is going on. The Onesimus project is a curriculum program, and it is run in partnership with Covenant University, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, Nigeria Prison Service and Prison Fellowship Nigeria. We have strict guidelines. Inmates are screened, interviewed. There is an undertaking that I will start and I will finish. That's on the side of the inmate. And also it takes a lot of resources to get the facilitators there on the side of Prison Fellowship, on the side of Covenant University and Sweden and all that. So we would welcome active participation, interest and involvement. We need more mentors because it's a mentor program as well. Now as to escalating it to other state chapters, yes, the plans are there. But again, there are basic fundamental factors that must be satisfied before it's replicated. As to authenticity, I do not see where you will have the seal, the logo of the Nigerian Prison Service, you have the logo of Covenant University, and you have the logo of Sweden, and you are talking of authenticity. I don't know. So it's a very practical thing. And then talking about wider society, that is why their graduation is always a media event. Were you here yesterday? Okay, we tried to show some of the clips, but the people didn't connect and allow us to see it well. We make their graduation a public affair, aimed at sending a message to the wider society. You can't continue to stigmatize, because doing that, you're biting your nose to spite your face. And that is a narrative that we want to change by the things we do and the way we do them. So let's all join our hands together, discuss with us. There are many ways in which you can add further impetus to what is going on, and we will all get there safely. Thank you very much. Yes.
I'm to talk about the Angel Tree Program. The Angel Tree Program is one of the PF programs that is run all over the world in all national ministries. Normally, we find during Christmas people exchange gifts. They take Christmas trees to loved ones to show a kind of love and appreciation. And we know that the Christmas trees are artificial trees for decoration. But we are talking about angel tree. Angels ministering to you unaware. Angels bringing glad tidings to you unawares. People you don't know, strangers, coming to meet your needs unawares. The Angel Tree program has been run in Nigeria as a national ministry over the years. And to us who are familiar with the Angel Tree, it's not a new thing. But may I ask here, I know a lot of us know something about Angel Tree program. But there could be some of us here that may not as much heard about Angel Tree. Please, may I ask for a show of hands if you have never heard anything about Angel Tree program. Praise the Lord. You are the reason for this presentation. I want to trust God that by the end of this presentation, the Holy Spirit will minister to you and you will find a place to participate in ministering to the children of prisoners. Okay, the PowerPoint was a bit blurred before I came in. It's a bit now clear. Remember the children of prisoners. Prison Fellowship International project that Prison Fellowship International project that has affected many lives and succeeded in many countries in the world over the years. Angel Tree program. A care program that connects parents in prison with their children through the delivery of Christmas gift. It begins when a church member registers their church for the program with the support of their pastor or other church leaders. This is letting us know that you have to be a registered member of Prison Fellowship. Lagos State chapter. For you to effectively participate in this program, you have to be a registered church. And for you to be a registered church, your church has to recognize every one of you participating in PF program. For you to be one of those that will participate in Angel Tree program. Why Angel Tree? Why Angel Tree? Why do we participate in Angel Tree program? Why do we take part in Angel Tree program? Children of prisoners are often forgotten and silent victims of crime. They experience feelings of abandonment, loneliness, and shame from having mom or dad in prison. Maintaining a connection between an inmate and their children is crucial in promoting social and emotional development. Abandonment. Dad and mom are doing well. Dad is in business or working. All of a sudden, you just hear that is in police custody. 3 days he arraigned before the court. And the next thing is in prison custody. And mom and the rest of the children are like, oh, there'll be a way out somehow. And without connection, nothing works. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, till I within trial. And all structures and strategies put down in the family, the children growing up and their careers, choices made, structures put together as per maybe from a rented apartment to a site that is being developed. Every member of the family knows the project. But all of a sudden, because of the incarceration of the loved one, the breadwinner, every structure breaks down. All projection silent. They cannot meet their need anymore. The woman of the house probably is not very strong financially, not doing very good business, and everything just goes down. It is from here the angel tree comes in to talk about the families involved. When Dr. Mizagomo was speaking yesterday, she mentioned two things which I captured. One, not being focused on the inmate themselves, but thinking about the families as well. Because what we're doing is building a holistic person, building a total man through our program. But we cannot do this at the expense of the families. The children are suffering. That's why the Prison Fellowship developed this program to extend our work to the families as well. So what do? At Christmas, we organize this program. Usually the third Saturday of the month of December, in Lagos State Chapter in particular. So fortunately this year, 2018, it is coming up. Implementation. Implementing STP. Yesterday I had to, or this morning rather, I had to talk with the chairman of the chapter to find out what we're doing concerning the emergency program this year. And he told me that last week an announcement was made. The chaplains are in action to carry the information to the various prisons. I have seen 3 of our chaplains present in this meeting, and I want to believe that they are at work. What do? They get forms that spell out the needs and give them out to the prisoners that are interested in we going to visit their home, in we helping the children. And they specify the ages of the children, what the family needs, and this information comes to us. We collect them and we analyze them, and then we see how to attend to them. Basically, in the Western world, when it's time for angel tree program, you see children requesting for toys, children requesting for computer games, and all that. But here in Nigeria, it's a different ball game. There is hunger. There is hunger. Am I saying the truth? Yes. Praise the Lord. So rather than looking for toys and computer games and all that, we look for a way of providing food. We package food, we look for means of getting rice, beans, vegetable oil, red oil, maggi, pepper, name it. Chicken, frozen chicken, we package it close to the time we want to put everything together to give to them. And we bring them together in a place where we celebrate them. Usually they come with their either mom or dad or their custodian, whatever custodian, and to a place where we celebrate them. We play fun, games, music, quiz, I believe in time to come we include things like geography to make them happy. So the chaplain do this, and they pass the information to us, and we analyze, and we invite the children and their families. First of all, we visit them. Where we cannot visit, we call on phone. But most of the time, there is need to visit. Because in visiting, you know the hosts, and you talk heart to heart with the children and the family. You know their feelings and their thoughts. You know actually what to even package for them. So I want to use this opportunity, I don't have all the time, to call for SOS. We are all members of Prison Fellowship. We know where it hurts the inmates. We know where it hurts the families. We do not want to limit the fulfillment of this need to member churches within the confines of Prison Fellowship in our secretariats. We want to go a little bit wide in this thing we do. The last time I experienced we going wide in celebrating the children and families of the incarcerated, you know we had one in Lateran Assembly. We are still looking for avenue whereby we can go beyond just celebrating them in a day. We can do weekend camping. In the last stage, we can do weekend camping for these children and their families. We can bring them in on a Friday, just as we do during our AGM. We arrive on Thursday, do welcome address for them, give them lunch, and then they go to sleep. The next day, we plan a rendezvous for them. Early morning, personal hygiene, morning devotion, then breakfast, then on a rendezvous, provide the vehicles for them to go to amusement park. There's one water park somewhere around here. You know, the thief will spend 3 hours or 2 hours, provide snacks for them, you know. At the end of it, we take them back to their quarter. So I want to challenge us. Those of our churches that have facilities that I'm talking about, I know of Lord Chosen. Are they here? I saw them yesterday. Lord Chosen, are we here? They're not here today. Deeper Life Bible Church, yes. I know you have a lot of facilities. You have a school, a secondary school with modern facility. We can come there. What are the children there on a Friday? Do all this thing, welcome them. On Saturday, we take them out. Entertain them, they swim and do all that. And then while this is going on, when we bring them back, then we can package whatever we have for them on Sunday, do morning devotion on Sunday, and then we take them back to their homes. Give them whatever, of course, we don't package whatever, all this good stuff, without putting some cash in their hand. And in fact, if putting cash in their hand, we do some evaluation. How many children in that family? We give to them according to the number of children and the distance they are going. Meanwhile, we do give them money to come, and we give them money to go. So it involves quite a lot of financial outlay. So I'm using this opportunity to challenge us. If, as I step down from this podium, please, I will want you, I want us. Please approach me. Tell me what you can do. You can provide a bag of rice, you can provide gari, you can provide whatever. We will list it down. Put your phone number, your church, or your organization, and we'll follow it up from there. I'll make sure it's submitted to the national office, and we'll begin to do something from there. Thank you. God bless.
Good morning, everybody. I want to stand on the system protocol, which I'm sure has been established since yesterday, but there is no need. Well, I'm very happy to be here to be part of this conference. May the Almighty Father continue to bless the work of our hands through Christ our Lord. The typical Nigerian prison, as you know, has been described, and has always been described as a hellhole. We don't know when that vocabulary is going to change. Because of its punitive nature and the debilitating condition, Now it's already 58 years of our country's independence from British colonialists. Yet our prison system has not undergone any major transformation or system audit. Now to make it the prison that we want it to be. I've been talking all the time of what we want our prison to be. But we are not there yet, so we'll be there. Our prison is everything but a place for correction, reformation, and rehabilitation of offenders. Rather, it remains a place where people just go, and when they come out, they remain the same. When you go from Sokoto prison to Ipam prison, from Ibadan to Karana, you know, to Kenya, the facilities are the same old story. People complain, debt, old, dilapidated, congested, and that's a place for confinement. These conditions only remind the offender of the punitive nature of his confinement and nothing else. Meanwhile, offenders are sentenced to prison as punishment and not for punishment. When you are there already, it's punishment. Because it is punishment already to be confined in any of our prisons in Nigeria because of the decrepit and the human condition. Overcrowding is not a new story and it's legendary with our prison. When you have overcrowding, it's associated with 8,000, which has taken the lives of some inmates and left them forever. Unfortunately, some of these ones are innocent people who are awaiting trial. The situation of our prison will be compared rapidly then to a warehouse with little space available for the merchandise. There's a little space available in most of our prisons for huge number of inmates, most of whom are awaiting trial. Most cells are considered too small for the number of inmates occupying them. This has prompted a narrator of a zoo, just listen, to make the following statement about the space allotted to people in prison. The narrator said, and I quote, "No zoo will confine and hid in area measuring 6 by 6 feet. This would be unacceptable and indeed would damage both the psychology and the physical well-being of an animal." Under what conditions are human beings incarcerated here in Nigeria without any recourse to their dignity as a human person, without complaint or protest? As long as incarceration does not remove the humanity in the human person, the prisoners have rights, which must be upheld and respected. Although some of their rights are suspended by the freedom of movement during this period, their right to dignity is still intact and are also expected to be respected. Prison conditions today, though they are trying, but it's still an affront to civilized society. This is because the prisoner eats in their cells and no dining room. The chamber pots are still kept at the side, which is deplorable, condemnable, and degrading. Somebody in a military prison, medium prison, has this to say. As the general said, he said, not me, which can contain up to 25 people. We sleep over ourselves on the wood floor with no mat. We cannot turn. You have to stand up to turn. And if you even get a place on the floor to lie, thank God. In this cell, there is no toilet. The men defecate in buckets, which are located inside the room, The windows are small, and there is no ventilation. End of quote. It's very clear here then that the available confinement facilities are under pressure. The prison population continues to exceed available accommodation, situation which has created crisis in prisons and jails worldwide. These space constraints in Nigerian prison have been attributed to large concentration and population of arbitrary prior inmates, unnecessary adjournment by the courts, high number of persons sentenced to prison without consideration of the alternatives available in law, and sentencers too not using these alternatives to imprisonment. The consequences of which are increase in prison budgets with absolutely nothing to show for it, gross deterioration of living conditions of inmates, screens and stresses on officers and facilities, and the development of gangs in the prison, which most times have led to jailbreaks, during which several lives have been lost of both the inmates and the prison officials. The prison is an entirely different world of its own. There is the prison food, there is the prison smell, there is the prison dress, there is the prison language, there is the prison justice, there is the prison hierarchy, which an inmate get eventually used to and thus maintain another world social links and network beyond the prison confines. It is interesting and sad to know that both the prisoners and law of the society that holds them captive gain nothing from the experience of imprisonment. That is why we have very high rate of recidivism in our community. The prison experience has no impact on the life of the inmates, and the main purpose of prisonization have been defeated. Amidst these conditions of incarceration is the chaplain, and is still expected to perform miracles of reformation, to work on the hearts and minds of the inmates for total conversion, making them remorse, better person to themselves, to their family, and the society. The mandate of the chaplain of prison is in all one, and it's precarious, because where all else have failed, the chaplain is expected to succeed as a man close to God. The prison inmates see the chaplain as all in all, capable of bringing solutions to all their problems, no matter how complicated they may be. Meanwhile, the chaplain, cognizance of the fact of his humanity, is a mere human being, dependent totally on God. It's not an easy task to measure the extent of the success of the ministry of the chaplains in the process of reformation of inmates of our prison. This is because we are dealing with the spiritual, which can only be addressed, measured, and scored by God. Most of our prisons in Nigeria have chaplains appointed specifically to attend to the spiritual well-being of the inmates. But over time, we have discovered that chaplains do more than ministry to the spiritual well-being of prison inmates. In most prisons, they have been converted to welfare officers, as the inmates are forever in need of one thing or the other, which must be made available, and this often comfort of the inmates of the prison. For a chaplain to be effective in his ministry, for a chaplain to contribute to the reformation of inmates, he has to be properly schooled in human psychology and be an expert in the dynamics of Christian love and compassion. He or she must be intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally well equipped to offer the required assistance to the distressed men and women in our prisons. As skilled counselors, aiming at transformation of the life of inmates, the chaplains seek to win at all times the confidence of the prisoners. The prisoner must trust the chaplain before he can open up to him for help. The principal assignment of the chaplain is to bring the inmates of God and God to the inmates for transformation, and also helping to find succor. It is an established fact that the prison experience makes the inmate vulnerable and in their need of assurance that loving, merciful, and compassionate God is present with him even in his cell. Reformation is a journey which requires accompaniment and constancy of a chaplain. That will be truthful, the chaplain must be truthful, must be honest with the inmates, and this requires a lot of patience and time. The inmate is in a spiritual desert, in search of reconciliation, which will bring about peace, both horizontal peace and vertical one. Peace surely is a fruit of reconciliation. There is a need for a facilitator in this process, and that facilitator is found only in the chaplain. The task of the facilitator is an onerous one and a unique one for that matter. It's not easy for an inmate to trust you. It's not easy for an inmate to open up to an individual. This process requires some level of spirituality and deep prayer. Therefore, the chaplain is expected to provide practical, emotional, and spiritual support to prisoners, which will help them to adjust to prison life and to deal with the emotional and personal issues they are confronted as a new entrant into the system. This requires presence on the part of the chaplain and empathy, not sympathy. With this achieved, the chaplain helps prisoners to adjust psychologically to incarceration and to find meaning and purpose in their lives, thus making the best use of their time in prison, doing something meaningful for a better future. Having adjusted and settled down, gaining the confidence of the prisoner, reconciling him to God and to himself. The process of reconciling him to God and to himself is a very long process. After that, you reconcile him to his family member and those that they are inflicted harm upon, and thereby coming to prison. This could be very difficult, actually. Most family members find it difficult to come to terms with the fact that their family member is in prison custody because of the stigma accompanying it. The first instinct is to disown and deny the person. They will refuse to have contact or anything to do with the person for a very long time after the initial incarceration. After a considerable talk and arriving at some level of conviction, the chaplain will initiate the process of contacting the family members. From your experience, I know you know that home tracing and establishing of contacts for prisoners will be very cumbersome and sometimes unfruitful. For whatever reasons, the inmates concerned will be playing blanks with facts, figures, and the information needed to carry out this task, thereby frustrating your efforts. It is always advisable to persevere in the process, as locating and reconciling even members of their family is a huge step in the process of reconciliation and reformation. The family members will also need spiritual counseling to sustain the connection to hope. The central issues here that the chaplains must be noted for and must work on are the issues of forgiveness, issues of change, issues of hope. The chaplain work in the hope industry. The chaplain must give hope to the members of the family and to the inmates themselves. And there are ample examples of this in the Holy Books, both the Christian Holy Book and the Muslim Holy Books, to use as tools for counseling. Having accomplished that, the process of reconciliation with families of the injured begins. That is the most difficult one. It is not easy, that's especially when it involves life. Maybe the man is there for manslaughter. But then it will be accomplished when we get the right people involved. During this journey, the chaplain continues to provide the needed support to the subject matter in the prison, the prisoner himself. He provides him personal, relationship, and grief counseling, as well as pastoral care. He listens to him, talking about his personal problems and past experiences, and shares his feelings associated with grief, loneliness, despair, and guilt, and stand by him in times of crisis, such as family breakdown, to receive news also from family, illness, a human being could be sick, no matter how tough you think they are, trauma, and bereavement, consistently presenting to him a message of comfort, renewal, and hope, and the fact that they are not left alone at the spiritual period of their lives. The positive and supportive approach of the chaplain helps lessen the prisoner's sense of isolation and loneliness. This is clearly attested to by an ex-inmate, and he said, "It is a positive distraction from all the human group you are in when you are in jail, because you are depressed, missing your family, you are saddened, you are feeling guilt, you are feeling everything 6 days a week, but you have that one day a week when you see someone who you know is not going to judge you, or they are patient with you, tolerant with you. It's in your own time when you feel you need to speak to them, or you are making a step in the right direction of life. They are there to help you. And that's what people need, especially. They need that help when they need it in the prison. End of quote. The knowledge of the availability of a chaplain that could be talked to is a great comfort to prisoners. That there is someone there interested in their welfare and who could be able to provide advice and support. That's a relief. From my experience, prison can be a very lonely place. Even in the midst of overpopulation. You are living in close proximity to people that you do not know. You don't know where they came from. And then you have to live with them. The different interventions of chaplain affect inmates and give them hope for the future. Chaplains continually reinforce to prisoners that the hand that got them into prison does not define them as a person. And the fact that there are other available qualities that the prisoner possesses that will be of immense service to the community. It is the duty of the chaplain to identify and dwell much more on the gift and goodness that they see in prisoners, rather than the crimes that they have committed. This is very necessary because the sense of person's self-worth is often destroyed in the process of going home and being in prison. With the discovery of the fact that the prisoner could be a contributor to the society, the prisoner must be valued. The chaplain must be the one to make him feel valued. There will not be any need for the prisoner to want to harm himself then when he feels valued. There will not be any need for him to want to come back to the prison when he feels valued. The important role of the chaplain in the reformation of inmates then cannot be overemphasized when he performs all his function. This will be as a consequence of his availability, of his skill, of his spirituality, of his personal virtues. The more we have them in our prison, the less the rate of crime and recidivism in our prison. There is no doubt that the Church of God in Nigeria has invested good resources in ministry in our various prisons. Statistics and information available have shown that there is hardly any Christian regional denomination whose presence is not felt in the prisons. This response to Christ's mandate, when I was in prison, you visited me, is excellent and commendable. However, we need to point out some challenges militating against this valuable project and service delivery. Number one, lack of coordination. This is important and cannot be overemphasized. Lack of coordination. As valuable as our works and contributions are, they are not properly coordinated and documented for scientific research purposes. For instance, we cannot come out as one single ministry in this country with one budget. And come to say this is the amount that the Christian has spent in prison for 1 year. He said the left hand must not know what your right hand is doing. Meanwhile, in other countries, in other clients, they pay dues and other people who are contributing, cooperating with government in prison work, they have statistics and figures. This type of coordination has provided room for exploitation, both on the side of inmates and prison wardens in the prison system. In the issue of prison ministry, we are not competitors. That's not what we are expected to be in the prison. We are expected to be cooperators, cooperating with our Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ in responding to his call when I was in prison to visit him. There is no need for one to outshine the other. We cannot on our own meet all the needs of the inmates and wardens in the prison. The scarce resources of the church are also wasted on the altar of competition, providing the same thing, finding somebody able somewhere. As a result of this, some of us are considering ourselves to government and almost performing their duties. To make provision to prison as if we are responsible for imprisonment, thereby making government irresponsible in carrying out its statutory role. We must know that there is budget for prisons and prison matters, and emotions must not rule over our religiosity. We must work together to achieve great things in the criminal justice system of this country. Let us step up our advocacy methodology by asking government questions, and let us ask the same question. How much of the budget of the prison have been spent on prisoners? The words of Pope Emeritus of the Catholic Church Benedict XVI become very instructive here. He says, the church cannot and must not take upon itself the political battle to bring about the most just society possible. She cannot and must not replace the state. Yet, at the same time, she cannot and must not remain on the sidelines in the fight for justice. She has to play a part through rational argument, and she has to reawaken the spiritual energy, without which justice, which always demands sacrifice, cannot prevail and prosper. End of quote. Number 2, lack of competent personnel. The appointment of prison chaplain must not be left open to volunteers, as we are creating danger. It is a very important ministry in the church which must be taken seriously by the different religious denominations. The appointing must be competed for. In other times, the advertised appointment of prison chaplain is not a voluntary work. And the person who will take the appointment must be interested, must be prepared for the ministry, must be skilled, and the individual who cares for those in need must be the one to be taken. The person must be interested. In order because in some denominations, the pastors are problematic, they don't decided the prison. And they will continue to be problematic inside the prison too. Yes, while professional competence is a primary fundamental requirement, it is not self-sufficient. We are dealing with human beings, and human beings always need something more than technical property. They need humanity. They need African concern. The person concerned should be supported also by their denomination in all fronts and be given backup, ongoing information for optimal performance. The third one is lack of funds. The running of prison chaplain requires a lot of money, and our church, the chaplain should not be starved for funds. The church should have a robust budget to run this ministry. The congregation should be well ministered to in this regard, so that this ministry can be properly funded. It's also very important to give feedback to the people so that they can get a report of their investment. You cannot just be collecting money and then you are not giving them account. Number 4, lack of proper recognition of the office of chaplain. As important as the office of the chaplain is in the running of the prison, proper recognition has not been given to it by government. There is no provision for the office of the chaplain in most of our prisons. They don't have desk, they don't have office, they don't have chair, no space. Most times, no privacy. This is a very important aspect of the work of the chaplain. The chaplains are only important as long as they can provide an ATM, some welfare materials, and relief for the inmates. The principal purpose of the chaplain is spiritual direction, which will culminate into reformation, and not welfare officer or relief agents. Finally, identity crisis. The prison chaplain today is caught up in the web of the definition of role. This is as a result of the amount of work that needs to be carried out in the prison. If the chaplain is not careful, he will cease being a spiritual director and become a social worker. Well, I want to thank the organizer of this forum for their thoughtfulness in organizing this forum, for thinking about prison inmates. Not many people think about it. At the same time, I'm grateful for them for extending the invitation to me to share my thoughts on this very important subject matter. I'm humbled by your show of love and confidence. Please let us join hands together and work in unity for the good of our society, for a better prison, even for a no prison society. I hope I've not bored you. Thank you for listening.